coughing. Would you take those off? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. There.
Yep, shocking horror.
Hey. Rekakax, coax.
You guys might be tempted to make a smoke on the water joke here, but I urge you to refrain.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, who turned up the heat in the hot tub?
My Sharona.
Yep, when you think shocking horror, you think German Oompa band music.
Mazola con goodness.
Assistant Director Maurice Factorino. Second unit photography, Kenny Pete.
Good.
Oh, I canoe a canoeable one time. Thank you. Betty Jane Lane. I knew a Peggy Sue Turnpike one time. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I knew an Alex Christie Mack nickel one time. Thank you very much. Good night.
Yes, shocking horror arrives in style in your 1953 Mercedes.
Can't get the damn key out of there. Forget it.
Ooh, that's tough.
Ah, Davenport.
Just need to adjust you. There you go. You're fine.
Welcome, Mrs. Whitlock.
It's lovely, Eric.
You look disappointed for a moment.
It did not. It's really lovely. Oh, look.
Out of my way.
Help us. NBC is after us. Hide us.
I bet that's the den there.
That's right.
Is that a bedroom?
It could be.
Yes, it is.
Gonna be ours?
It'll need some fixing first.
It was her room, wasn't it?
Yes. Come on along. I'll show you the rest of the house.
We.
I'm pleasant, but I have issues.
Choir's late.
No black-soled shoes, please.
It's rather forbidding now, I suppose. Empty like this. But it was usually this way.
Coated with filth.
Shortly after Marion and I were married, she removed all the furniture her parents had left her. This is our home, she used to say. And we must choose everything carefully.
Is he reading from a report?
We didn't get very far before she died. But now that you're here, it's going to be lovely again.
And that ends my narration.
I'll get the things out of storage tomorrow. They're all in town at the warehouse.
So best of luck with our marriage. Hope to see you again soon.
And I'll take care of that, too.
You have candles?
Sure.
Yeah.
It'll be twice as romantic.
Speaking of being romantic,
I invite you to join me in marital intercourse.
I got to carry you over the threshold.
Clapton, look.
I love you. I love you.
Jenny. I thought life had died out for me.
And this confirms it.
Ooh, gross.
Want to go hunt for bugs?
Here, have a stick, honey.
What's that up there?
Oh, that's where Mickey keeps his gardening things.
Who's Mickey?
The gardener.
As previously implied.
He's kept it up the 2 years I've been away.
By himself?
That's right.
Must work awfully hard.
Oh, he and Marion would spend hours on end working here in the gardens. And up in the greenhouse back there.
What does Mickey do?
See, he loved her very much. Sometimes I used to wonder who she was, my wife or Mickey's nursemaid. You know, I don't think he quite believes she's gone. I think he expects her to show up one of these mornings and will scold her for neglecting the gardens.
You still love her, don't you?
Hey, look, your second choice. Accept it.
No, I'm not jealous. I'm grateful to her. I think to have loved once, really loved, to learn how to love always. Learning it from her, you give again to me.
Look, I made a mustache with your hair.
I wish there was some way to thank her.
I love you, deceased wife. I mean, Jenny.
Who's that?
I don't know. They're driving around the back.
Oh, it's the robots I hired to do the yard work.
Come on along.
Get in the shot before the jump cut occurs.
Eric!
I see Eric.
Please stop by to meet your new wife.
And you forgot your baby.
Oh, Eric, this is a wonderful surprise.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Reverend,
Good to see you, Eric.
Jenny, this is Mrs. Snow.
I'm very happy to meet you. Jenny, this is a lovely surprise.
And the Reverend Mr. Snow.
Hello, my dear.
Oh, she's sweet, Eric.
I know.
I happened to be going into town. I ran into Mr. Mauer. He told me you were getting back today.
And we thought we'd just drop by and bring you something for your dinner.
Oh, nice.
And it'll save you all the bother of shopping while you're trying to get settled.
Well, then why don't you stay for dinner?
Oh, no, not tonight.
No, we wouldn't think of that.
Oh, now, please say
I'd
yes.
like for you to.
It would be like old times.
All right, on the condition that I do the cooking.
You don't have to.
You know, I know that, but I'd love to.
I'll bring Phil Dirt.
Well, there's Mickey. Excuse me, honey. Mickey!
Hey, it's Mickey, and he's wearing pants today.
Hey!
Oh, Mickey.
Poor Mickey.
He's so fine, he blows my mind. Poor
He
Mickey.
keeps this place up like a shrine.
My husband loves me mostly, though, right?
Eric told me how he loved Marion.
Mickey's father was a gardener here when Marion's mother was alive.
So lay off.
Mickey and Marion grew up together here.
Jenny, this is Mickey.
Mickey's a wide-awake nightmare.
How do you do, Mickey? I hope we'll be good friends.
Well, Mickey,
Give her your paw. That's a good boy.
Thank you, Mickey.
well, shall we all go inside?
It's a good idea. Mickey, remember you promised me some of those rose cuttings.
All right.
Nice seeing you again, Mickey. I'm going to have to get you down to the barber shop one day.
I like Mickey.
Excuse us, Mickey.
Well, Mother, what should we do with our naughty miscreants?
I think we should give them milk and cookies. Hooray!
Hi, guys.
Oh, hi, Mike. You're just in time to enter our wonderful clay-based world of whimsy and wonder.
Now, where under the surface lurks a rat's nest of seething violence and hatred. Whee!
Hooray.
Oh, neat. You want to unpack that for me?
Sure, Mike. Welcome to the land of our two little clay figures, Bolus and Horseflop.
What do they do?
Well, mostly they gather lint, hair, and animal dander.
But they share an impassioned hatred of robots.
Yeah.
Move the robots up there, will you, Mike?
Oh, yeah, okay.
In this
sure.
colorful story, our two pranksters hire some well-meaning, unsuspecting robots who want nothing more than to serve humanity to the best of their abilities.
And the two wretched lumps of filth carry out a campaign of terror and savagery on the handsome, helpful robots.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I see where you're going with this, you guys.
Good. You work the lumps, we'll do the voices.
Oh, guys, come on. I know you're hurting. but let's
Please,
just
Mike, just work the lumps.
Okay, all right, fine.
Okay, now, Mike, make the lumps smash the robots. Go ahead. Come on.
Oh, come on,
Smash the
Crow,
robots.
come on.
Smash
Don't put yourself through this.
No, Mike, this is what happens in the real world. Horrid lumps of discharge destroy beautiful, innocent robots with impunity, laughing all the way.
You guys, calm down. I'll tell you what, I'll make a note to Pearl to go easy on the Gumby shorts, all right?
Thank you, Mike.
Dear Pearl, please go easy on the Gumby shorts.
Oh,
please.
can you get some dizzy grizzlies there, Mike? We need them for the trauma we're experiencing.
Get dizzy grizzlies for trauma, their experience. We'll be right back. Come on. Soon you'll be munching dizzy grizzlies. Calm down.
he is. You know, have people wised up to hiring guys like this?
Oh, come on, Mike. How is he any different than you? Really?
I'll just grab a goldfish for lunch.
Nothing like a bath to perk me right up.
Well, I better go rotate the hostages.
This is all gunk that's sloughed off Mickey.
All right, that's done.
Oh, now please be careful. Oh, break your neck.
Honey.
You're doing great, Reverend. Don't worry.
Good heavens. Honestly, the two of them are just like children.
Oh, that doesn't look too bad, Harry.
Children love to hang
I
drapes.
hope you have more luck in getting your husband to mine than I've had with mine.
You know, you've got to admit it does make the room look better.
Very well, Tarzan. For penance, you can come and help me with dinner. Now, come on. Edward, you keep Jenny company?
Yes, dear.
My wife and I have an understanding.
Oh, man, it's like a buffet of victims. I don't even know where to start.
Van Gul's howdy!
No, Mary, no. Send them away.
Exit, stage left.
Huh?
No.
And I'm Zoroastrian, and my husband doesn't even know it.
Oh, she's so very nice, Eric.
Jenny?
Yes.
Isn't she wonderful?
Yes, she's not at all like Marion, and I think that's for the best.
I went someplace and I'm sad.
You know, so many men, when they lose a wife, they try so hard to deny the loss they marry someone exactly like the first wife. It hardly seems fair using the living to bring back the dead, does it?
No, I suppose it doesn't.
We make a prison for ourselves out of the past, at least our sentimental, wished-for pasts.
Mrs. Snow,
Yes, dear.
Shut up.
there's something I must tell you and the Reverend.
Well, of course, Eric. What is it?
You see, Jenny has not had a very happy past.
Oh?
And talking about it or about something that might strongly remind her of it, she's very impressionable.
Is there something wrong, Eric?
No, not really. You see,
I buy locate.
she lost her parents many years ago in a very tragic way. And talking about unhappy past only, she's very impressionable. See, I want her to be happy, Mrs. Snow.
Of course you do, and so do we all. Now, how did she lose them?
You know, she set them on top of the car and then drove off.
Well, look, I'm not prying, dear. It's just that Mr. Snow and I can help better if we know something about it.
They drowned in an accident.
Hi, Debbie.
Jenny saw it all.
Well, thank you for the hand grenade.
Who's Mr. Maurer?
Mr. Maurer? Why, he's a lawyer in town.
I
Why?
thought no one knew we were coming. You said you heard from Mr. Maurer?
Well, Eric wrote him.
Why?
He takes care of the estate, or what's left of it.
Oh, that's right. Eric has to see him tomorrow.
Why?
Well, Eric's co-executor of the estate along with Mr. Maurer. You see, Marion's death was so sudden that, well, all that was left to Eric was the house and these grounds. Mr. Maurer told me that Eric had found someone very sweet and very kind, and with whom he was very much in love. He didn't say enough.
Unfortunately, that all fell through.
I still got it.
How did Marion die?
Didn't Eric tell you?
He sat on her head.
I think the subject's rather painful to him. I'd like to make him talk about it.
Let's just say she was riddled with bullets.
Would you mind telling me? I'd like to know.
It was a rainy day.
And he shot her.
She and Mickey had been working up there in the greenhouse. She left him to go back to the house for a few minutes.
Then a lion jumped out and shot her. At least that's what Eric said.
The way we pieced it together after the accident is that
She got shot.
while she was coming down this path, apparently it began to rain very hard.
Then she got dead.
She must have run along here. We don't know, of course, what happened then.
We should have called the police. Huh.
Perhaps she slipped on a leaf. Base of her skull was smashed.
Anyway, how are you?
It was thought that she hit her head on the edge of the cement wall where we're sitting. And she fell in there. She died in the water. That's where Eric found her 10 minutes later.
Dave Perner searches for his ball.
Mary, you said